Entertainment and excursions. Well, the Dominican Republic is very, very rich in terms of excursions and experience in entertainment. Cuba is developed by the government, so all excursions and everything controlled by the government, so you have something to compare. Dominican Republic has crazy variety of excursions and experiences, and it's constantly developing process. Cuba have its like limited number of excursions, that everything is a bit expensive, even more expensive in the Dominican Republic. You can do for the same money much better experience in terms of excursions in the Dominican Republic. But at the same time, if you're already going to Cuba, you need to go to visit some seasides and see some excursions. The Dominican Republic is very, very rich in terms of excursions. By the way, you can plan your activities. If you go to the Dominican Republic with us, just contact us and send us a message. You can send us WhatsApp message. You can contact any of our representatives to make sure we will deliver to you the best experiences, so you can book everything with us and you can have best experience and best emotions. There are many beautiful natural places in the Dominican Republic, islands, mountains, caves, and the Cuba in comparison more richer in history and everything what's like ancient and how it was. You can see the history of revolution, but in the Dominican Republic everything is more modern in terms of to see and visit those kind of natural places. At the same time, you can visit Columbus Museum in the Dominican Republic, and from another hand you can see and visit the Museum of Revolution in Cuba, and you can feel and see the history. Where are the best beaches? Dominican Republic versus Cuba. So it's almost identical climate, so the beach is almost identical, but the Dominican Republic is famous because it's covered with white sands, and Cuba has its own lovely places that people fell in love even like at the era before the revolution. That's why it was many people were investing money in Cuba, and they were developing the beach and the vacation areas in Cuba. So it's still stuck there in development, and the Dominican Republic is much more progressive in terms of modern facilities, chase loans and everything else. My favorite beach in the Dominican Republic is Bávaro Beach, and my favorite beach in Cuba is Varadero, no question about this. And the beach is more organized in the Dominican Republic, of course, but there are some hotels in Cuba that trying to maintain the same level and organization at the beach in Cuba. But in general, Dominican Republic is richer and have better environment in terms of organizations. Chase loans, bars and services is much better. Attractions and landmarks in Cuba in the Dominican Republic. Well, if you go into Cuba, definitely should go and visit the capital of Cuba, Havana. And I will go to ancient city, the ancient part of the city, and like I fell in love with Mar Azul, this specific place. I've been there for a while, and I was like swimming every single day and meditating, practicing, and it was one of the best vacation. The reason? I didn't have my cell phone, so no internet, nothing, so I dedicated just my stay to practice in meditation. If that's your case, you can go to Cuba. The Dominican Republic is very famous by its excursions and activities, and I'm not going to even mention all landmarks. You can visit Santo Domingo, you can go to Saona Island, you can go to Catalina, you can see the whales, you can go to Samaná, everything. I mean, everything is organized and it suits well for the tourist, for the purpose for tourism, and everything is well organized. So that's why, like when you go into Cuba, you can see more historical part of the country, and you can enjoy the environment and people and the music. If you go into the Dominican Republic, you can enjoy the culture also, you can enjoy the organization, and you can have fun with excursions and experiences. It's way richer than Cuba. What to visit with children? In Cuba, I would visit Turtle Farm, and in the Dominican Republic, I would definitely visit the zoo in Santo Domingo. It's kind of a very nice experience. The zoo is very modern and developed. So in Cuba, it's more, Cuba has its own like parks, but it's nothing to compare to the Dominican Republic, unfortunately. There are some organization in Cuba, but it's developed by the government. Cubans, at the same time, they can fill up this emptiness with their great mood. They are cheerful. So basically, they are dancing all the time. Dominicans are like the same kind of people. They are dancing. They are having fun. But the Cubans need to invent more. That's why they have much more live music. Dominicans are dancing everywhere they can. So these kind of nations are similar in this. Is Cuba or Dominican Republic is cheaper? Well, you need to consider one simple fact. When we compare something with something, we need to compare the same class. We can compare, let's say, the Dominican Republic with some developed country, but I don't believe that you can compare Cuba hotels and with the Dominican hotel chain. It's like unfair competition. It's even different levels, different years of development of those hotels. In average, you can spend the same money, but I tell you what, everybody's thinking the Dominican Republic is supposed to be cheap. Well, it's not true. The Dominican Republic is not cheap country, especially taking into consideration that you need to spend money on shipping, and all products and goods are basically shipped to the country, and we are paying much more than, let's say, you guys are paying in the United States or in Canada for goods, because we don't have like those kind of chains like Costco's, Walmart's, and those kind of big supermarkets. We don't have them in the area, and everything is a bit more expensive than in Europe or United States. At the same time, Cuba sometimes be extremely expensive in some things. You have a perception that it's a cheap country. Well, guess what? The people live their poor life and they are trying to make money on everything. And you need to be a smart negotiator in Cuba. You need to be very aware in Cuba what are you like buying, and you need to bargain, and you need to know the prices, because it's very easy to be overcharged in Cuba. It's also possible to be overcharged in the Dominican Republic, but Cubans, because they have like very poor lifestyle and very poor like environment there, they are very smart and inventive in this, and they're inventing things all the time. So make sure that you are aware about taxi price. Ask for the price for the service before you get the service. That's the best advice. The food in Cuba and the Dominican Republic, well, there are some similarities in the cuisine, but still it's completely different thing. And again, the Dominican Republic is much more developed, and they have like, the Dominican Republic has like rich products and shipped from all over the world. And the Cuba has very limited in terms of, Cuba is very limited in terms of products and groceries, and to find some even meat it's a challenge in Cuba. So it's not a problem to find chicken, but it's definitely a problem to find beef there. For locals, it's almost impossible to eat beef in Cuba. So, but at the same time, the Dominican Republic is very, very rich in terms of groceries because it can be shipped from anywhere in the world. At the same time, Cuba still has the blockade, or kind of blockade, but still it's very, very, very hard to ship something to Cuba. One really strange thing is with the cars. They cost there a fortune. Cars are very, very expensive. By the way, what you are going to have, if you decided just to rent a car in the Dominican Republic, it's going to be half price that you need to pay in Cuba for the car. I'm not going to even mention about roads. They built like in a fashion style by private companies in the Dominican Republic. They are very nice, like in Germany. But in Cuba, the roads are destroyed and very, very poor, like it was like after the Soviet Union collapsed. So this kind of destroyed roads, almost just directions, and you need to drive very careful in Cuba. So now let's talk about the similarities. So it's mild tropical climate, picturesque nature, white beaches with sand, azure water of the Caribbean, Christian faith, Catholicism, Spanish as a main language, European holidays and traditions. Both Cuba and Dominican Republic are agricultural countries, and they have even similar drinks like rum and drinks based on rum. So famous handmade cigars. By the way, they have similar roots in Cuba and Dominican Republic. Real cane sugar, that's kind of both in tradition in both countries. Excellent quality coffee and cocoa, and local crafts. I need to admit that Cubans are right now is much better in crafting things with wood, and Dominicans are like building a lot of very attractive and strange things from metal. And the cultures are similar, but because Cuba is poorer as a country, as an environment, people are more trying to develop more and sell more, something like they are more crafty, I would say, and they need to invent things better and more sophisticated than in the Dominican Republic. I'm not saying that Dominicans are it cannot do this, but they don't have the same necessity as Cubans. To sum everything up, so if you need to have modern infrastructure, modern hotels, disco clubs, and just you want to lay on the beach and rest, and you want to have modern cocktails, food, you need to go to Dominican Republic. If you want to experience the culture, if you want to experience something different, if you have a feeling of FX, like post-Soviet era, they compare socialism or even communism with democracy, you probably need to visit both countries. So you need to decide and consider this information. Please make a comment. I would really appreciate that. And let me know, maybe I'm wrong at something. If you have additional facts, additional information, I would love to add them at this specific video or next video about Cuba and Dominican Republic, or at our article, at our blog. The article called Cuba, Dominican Republic versus Cuba. So let me know, guys, if you have some ideas, some thoughts. I'm really curious and I would really appreciate any kind of comment. It was a pleasure to have you at our channel. Subscribe to our channel, everythingpuntacana.com. Thumbs up, ring the bell, and I hope to see you soon in the Dominican Republic. I hope to see you soon in Punta Cana. And yes, visit the Cuba if you want to have this kind of experience. You will meet a lot of nice people over there. Welcome, guys. We're waiting for you in the Dominican Republic.